and welcome back to my channel. So today's video will be a talking video, I guess you would say. So today's video will be how to become a model in Korea. This question has been asked at me. We all know my English is trash at this point, but this question has been asked. Now I can't get over it. Is it asked of me? Asked of me. Let's go with asked of me. This question has been asked of me for like the longest time in my DMs since I think like 2017. Yeah, since 2017 I've been getting this question a lot because I did modeling back in the day in 2017. I will not be putting any of my personal feelings into any of the categories that I have today. So I'll basically be telling you guys how to become a model, but it's more like you guys have to do the research on what you want. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you should do this, you should do that. Your life is not my business, so I can't tell y'all what to do. So anyways, let's get started. So for the first thing, if you want to come to Korea as a model, you will need an E6 visa or a C4 visa. These visas are basically for you to be able to stay in Korea and work in Korea legally. If you do not have a visa in Korea that's not eligible for working in Korea, it is illegal to work. So basically, if you are working on a student visa, that's illegal unless your college permits it. Like, I know when I was in Hyundai, they permitted it as long as you told the college that, hey, yeah, I'm working, blah, blah, blah. But you cannot work in the entertainment industry if you do not have an E6 or a C4 visa. These, by the way, this is what I know. Maybe there are like loopholes, but this is just from what I know. So the way you can get an E6 visa or a C4 visa is by getting an agency to sponsor your visa. Now there are a bunch of agencies you can join. So there are certain categories. If I look down, I'm looking at my phone, which is where the pointers are, by the way. So there are different types of agencies. The first one is a Korean agency with mostly Korean models. The second one is an international agency, which usually gets models from other countries and brings them to Korea. And the next one is a foreign agency. We just call them foreign agencies. This is an agency that usually hires models who come to Korea and have the potential to be models. So I'll be starting with the Korean model agencies, and I will be giving 2 pros and 2 cons for each agency. So when it comes to the Korean agencies, a pro about the Korean agencies is you get to work with top Korean models. Obviously, this depends if you are working with a top Korean agency or not. Like YGK Plus is a really big agency in Korea. They get like all the jobs, but I think they don't have any foreigners. Like, I have friends in YGK Plus and they tell me if you're not Asian, it's hard for you to get in. So I don't know. And the next pro about Korean agencies is they only give you high-paying jobs. They don't give you little crappy jobs. They don't give you sketch jobs. It's always going to be a high-paying job. Now the con, a con for Korean agencies is they do not know how to market foreigners. They don't have foreigners who are non-Asians, I would say. So they don't know how to market. If you're black and you're in a Korean agency, it's gonna be harder for you to get jobs. And this, I'm speaking from experience because I have a friend who was in a Korean agency. So just think about that. A con is they cannot market you that well because most of the castings they're getting are for Korean models, not foreigners. And another con is their contract is absolutely crazy. It's usually 50-50. So that means you get a job, they take 50 and they take 50% and you keep 50%. So if you get a job, you work 12 hours, you get $1,000, they take 500, you take 500. So that's what I mean by 50-50. The next category is international Korean agencies. These are agencies that are only foreigners. They only hire foreigners, and these agencies are usually the agencies that can give you a C4 visa the easiest. C4 visas are for permitting a stay of up to 3 months in Korea. You usually cannot stay longer than 3 months if you have a C4 visa. So these international agencies are perfect for you to get a C4 visa. They're usually very high competition, meaning if you do not have a portfolio, if you do not have model experience, you are possibly not going to be able to join them because they really look at your specs as a model. So that's what an international Korean agency is. A pro about international Korean agencies is they are really good at managing your life for you. They're basically your daily managers. If you're going to a shoot, they will take you with their car. If you are going to a casting, they will pay for your taxi so you don't have to take the subway. They will give you like a living fee, basically like allowance that you can spend. And they also give you housing, which is basically model housing. Now, I know this sounds amazing and all, but wait, let me not put my personal feelings in it. If you guys ask me directly, then I'll make a video about my personal feelings about this, but I'm really trying not to put my personal feelings into this. So yeah, that's a pro of an international agency. And another pro is they also only have high-paying jobs. They don't do crappy jobs at all because all their models are like usually like. Con about these agencies is, number one, you probably can only get a C4 visa. There are some that give E6 visas, but that just depends on if they want to give it to you or not. Another con is they also do the 50-50 contract, because obviously if they're giving you a monthly allowance, if they're giving you housing, they have to pay your bills for you. So they take 50% of all your jobs, but can't put my personal feelings in it, so let me not say it. But yeah, that's another con. And then for the foreign model agencies, these are the agencies that are usually a little freer. So a pro about foreign model agencies, you have a lot of creative freedom, so you can do whatever shoots you want. They would not tell you what to do and what not to do. So if you want to do a nude shoot, you can do a nude shoot. That's your business. If you want to do a bikini shoot, you can do a bikini shoot. That's your business. But they usually don't say don't do this or don't do that. They don't control your life. Another pro about foreign model agencies is you are not restricted to do anything you don't want. They cannot force you to do a shoot that you don't want to. You can say no. You're allowed to travel in Korea if you want to. You're allowed to do whatever you want with your friends. Basically, they're like your mom, but you can do whatever you want, basically. So that's two pros about foreign model agencies. And now the cons. So for cons about foreign model agencies is, one, you usually have to pay for your visa. This is actually illegal. It's not legal for you to pay for your visa, but this has been like a big loophole for people who have zero modeling experience, people who technically just want to stay in Korea just to stay in Korea because they don't want to go back to their home country. So if you pay for your visa, you can get an E6 mad quick. From what I've heard, the payments are usually $2,000. So if you basically give them $2,000 and they'll give you an E6 visa for a year, and then you renew and then you pay $2,000 again. So that's a con about foreign model agencies. Obviously, these are not all foreign model agencies. This is just some. And another con about foreign model agencies is they take your money for jobs that they didn't help you get. So let's say I got a job personally from like Instagram or something, and I get paid basically, and I tell my agency, hey, I got paid, and then they're gonna be like, so where's my percentage? You know what I mean? So they take money from you even though they did not give you the job. So you're basically on your own to find jobs, and they also just take a percentage from the job they didn't find you. So that's another. So I spoke really fast, and this is crazy because this is like the fastest video ever, but I'm trying to like not put my personal feelings in it. So I hope this video helped you guys. As I said before, I'm not putting my personal feelings in it. If you guys want me to make a more detailed video on how I feel about each of these categories, I can do that. But again, this was just to give you like an insight on how you can, the baseline of becoming a model in Korea. Excuse me, losses. But yeah, that's it. Tell me down below if you guys have any other questions. I will try and make a video about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was insightful in some way. I will be leaving like texts and whatever's on this video so you can follow along with what I was saying, as I was speaking pretty fast. I just can't speak slow. It's just not for me. I speak very fast. So I'll be doing that. I can't help you with directing you to exact agencies. All I have to say is you need to research more. Depending on what agency you want to go to, you need to research everything about the agency. There are some agencies out there that literally like the worst agencies ever, but they give like E6 visas like it's freaking candy. And then you get stuck in that agency and then they don't let you leave. Just some agencies are just evil. Like I've heard models be stuck in like, there's a certain agencies that's just absolutely evil. Like, so yeah. And also, if you are on Craigslist and you see somebody saying we'll give you an E6 visa, it's probably not gonna give you an E6 visa. They're gonna ask you to pay for that visa. Craigslist is not exactly where you want to find your agency for your career. Craigslist is usually very sus. So, but that's just me. Anyways, guys, I hope this video helped you guys in some way. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, don't forget to click the bell down below so you can get notifications for when I post. Thank you guys so much for watching. Notification gang, what up? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye, guys!